Today we're covering a topic the phlebotomy exam absolutely loves to test: critical value reporting and the mandatory readback procedure. A critical value, sometimes called a panic value, is a laboratory result that is so far outside the normal range it could be life-threatening for the patient. Your exam will expect you to know examples, like a blood glucose under 40, or a potassium level over 6.5 or under 2.5. When a result like this is verified, the clock starts ticking and a specific protocol must be followed immediately. The exam will test you on every single step of this process. The first step is immediate notification. This isn't a text message or an email. It's a direct verbal report, almost always by telephone, to a licensed healthcare provider responsible for the patient's care, such as the registered nurse or the physician. An exam question might try to trick you by offering options like reporting the value to a unit secretary or the patient's family. Those are always incorrect. You must notify the clinician who can act on the result. The most important part of this communication, and a major focus for patient safety, is the readback verification. This process is mandated by the Joint Commission as a national patient safety goal. The person receiving the critical value must read back the patient's full name, the name of the test, and the exact critical value they were just given. The person who made the call must then confirm that the readback is correct. This closes the communication loop and prevents devastating errors. Another area the exam targets is documentation. You must document every part of the notification. This includes the date and time of the call, the full name and title of the person you spoke with, the critical value that was reported, and, crucially, a confirmation that the readback was performed and verified. If you can't reach the primary provider, you don't simply leave a voicemail. The exam will expect you to know to follow your facility's chain of command, which usually means calling the charge nurse or the attending physician next and documenting every single attempt. To help you remember this critical process on exam day, use the mnemonic CALL, C-A-L-L. First, identify the critical value. Second, alert the proper personnel. Third, listen for the complete readback. And finally, log all the details of the call. Understanding this procedure isn't just about passing your exam. It's a fundamental patient safety requirement that you will encounter throughout your career. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.